Well, hello everyone, and welcome to this mini masterclass, Book Solid Without the Burnout, the Atlas Engine demo. Very excited to present this to you today. You're going to see the exact engine that is helping top UC clinics fill their books, free up their time, and finally scale without the chaos. Thank you for joining us live. If you are live, if you're watching this replay, either way, going to be a great mini masterclass today. Let's get started. So what you can expect today is we're going to go through and show you the UC specific AI powered system that fills your calendar automatically. We're going to show you how we're turning invisible website traffic into booked appointments, how to schedule leads, qualified leads, even at 2 a.m., how to capture and convert high intent searchers. This is really exciting. High intent searchers from Google, even if they don't go to your website. We're going to walk through the Atlas Engine in action, show you real world results from top performing clinics, and show you some fast action bonuses worth over $3,000 that are only available today at the end of the masterclass. So let's get going. So first of all, I'm Dr. Bill Davis. Tony Hook and I, we are the main forces behind UCM practice growth systems, and docs trust us with their practice growth because of the experience we have of helping over 300 upper cervical doctors grow in the past 12 plus years. We've generated over 125,000 new patients across hundreds of clinics, double dozens of practices from solo doc to multi-million-dollar docs, helping them to scale. We've guided doctors through all 7 of the practice growth stages, helped them add associates and additional locations, key team roles, improve efficiency, effectiveness, and really helping them to deliver, understand real-time insights, because we work with so many different practices at the same time to be able to keep up with what is working right now. And let's get real about a few things. You may be on this masterclass and you're getting great results in your practice. You're helping lots of people, but most people in your community still don't know you exist. Maybe you've got a website, but you have zero clue who's visiting it or why they didn't schedule an appointment if they did visit. Your front desk, they're juggling 12 different things, and lead follow-up is probably dead last on their list. And you feel like new patients are slipping through the cracks, but you can't see where or how. Your growth can feel kind of random. You're left guessing instead of scaling. And so that all ends today, and I'll tell you why. And it's because I want to introduce you to the Atlas Engine. This is the only AI-powered growth system built exclusively for upper cervical practices. And the thing about this system is it has so many different key pieces to it to really help you grow and scale. Because it connects with invisible website visitors and Google searchers, it will book new patients while you sleep. It'll give you high quality leads from PPC and Meta, follow up automatically, reactivate inactive patients, drive referrals, prove ROI, and much more. So this is the Atlas Engine. This is what we're going to be talking about today. But if you want a personalized demo, you want to know how it would work for you and your practice in your area, I encourage you to grab an appointment right now. We're really close to the end of this month when a lot of the bonuses and things that we're offering are going away. And so if you want to get your demo, you want to make sure you're on the books here either today or tomorrow, because this is it. This is the last 2 days of the month. Make sure you go and get that appointment right now before they fill up. You can go do that over at ucmgrow.com. So the whole goal, the one goal of the Atlas Engine is to grow your upper cervical practice. That's what it's all about. This is what, over 12 years we've been working and learning and developing and building this system and getting it to this point where it is so powerful and so automated that it produces more and more consistent results for more and more doctors. And that's the key. We want to see upper cervical practices grow. That's why we exist. And so how do you grow an upper cervical practice? there's just basically six ways that you grow a practice. It's more leads, right? Increasing lead generation, increasing the number of people out there that are aware of you and interested in what you're doing. More leads converting to new patients, right? Improving lead conversion. More new patients converting to care plans, right? So not just the leads converting to new patients is scheduling an appointment, coming into the practice as a new patient, but then when they come into the practice, converting them to a care plan, right? Improving new patient conversion, retaining patients longer, increasing PVA or patient visit average, generating more referrals from existing patients. This is increased referral conversion, and then bringing inactive patients back, increasing reactivations. These 6 things is how you grow an upper cervical practice. And when you look at our Atlas, well, hopefully you're still there. We lost power, had a technical issue here. I think we're still streaming. I still think we're still live. We're going to pick back up where we left off right here in this spot, I believe, is where we were. So sorry about that. We're back. So the Atlas engine, it does all these things for your practice. And so it checks all the boxes. It helps you to increase your leads, convert leads into new patients, into care plans, into helps you to retain patients longer, generate referrals, generate reactivations. So let's get into some of the Atlas engine highlights now. This is where it really gets exciting, really dialing in some of these features and helping you understand what it's all about and how it works. And so let's get into some of the highlights of the Atlas engine, starting with helping you understand leads. So the key to leads converting to an appointment or to a care plan is the quality of the lead. The higher quality of the lead, the more likely that lead is to convert into into an appointment, a new patient appointment, or to a care plan ultimately as well. And so when we're looking at lead generation, the Atlas engine has a lot of different ways that it generates leads. And that's because, you don't want to just be focused on one particular channel. You want to have a variety of different channels so you can get as much flow of leads from different places as possible in order to get as many leads as possible. And so the invisible lead ID, we'll talk about the site ID and search ID version types of those, the features of those. Our meta retargeting ads, that's Facebook, Instagram, email outreach, drip campaigns, our smart mailer with our postcards, our UC specific Google PPC ads, the Google specific or UC specific meta ads, Facebook, Instagram, directory listings on uppercirclecare.com. Leads for you. But the key thing to understand about leads is not all leads are created equal. You're going to see different types of leads within a system or within any type of a marketing outreach approach that you're taking. Leads in different audiences are of different quality, typically, right? So you've got 3 different basic types of audiences: cold audiences, warm audiences, or hot lead audiences, right? And so the goal with the Atlas engine is to produce as many warm and hot leads as possible so that you can get a better conversion into new patient appointment and ultimately into care plan. And so if you think of audiences kind of like ponds, if you're a fisherman, or if you're familiar with fishing, right? You want to fish where there's more fish, and you want to put your pole in the water where there's more fish. And that's the same idea here, where you want to be fishing in the ponds, or where the audiences are at the hottest point, or they're the best types of leads. And so one of the great aspects of the Atlas engine is the invisible lead ID. And this can help you connect with hot leads. And the hot leads are always obviously the greatest type of lead that you could get, because it's someone who is actively looking for help. They're in your local area and they're really ready to go in many ways. And so this technology was not available to small businesses for a long time. It was only available to Fortune 500 companies, but now it is available for upper cervical practices through our Atlas engine exclusively. And this is a powerful piece of the Atlas engine. And what it really does is it helps you identify website visitors who don't fill out a form or call your practice. Some estimates say that up to 97% of your website visitors don't ever fill out a form or call your office. Most practices have no idea who has been on their site, that 97%. And you're likely losing high intent potential patients every day without even knowing it. And so not anymore, not with our invisible lead ID, because what it does is it turns these anonymous website visitors into booked appointments. It takes them and identifies them, is able to identify them, and you get real contact info from people who didn't fill out a form or call. And then we're able to retarget these folks with retargeting ads on Facebook and Instagram, and also through email outreach, where we can follow up automatically with them. And that is just an incredible thing when you can get this warm traffic that's visiting the website that you can consistently follow up with every single day. And that's that site ID list. And it's real information from real people who are in your local area. But the other part of it too, the other part of Invisible Lead ID is our Invisible Search ID. And this is people who haven't even visited your website yet. This is high intent searchers. These are people who are searching for keywords like, vertigo relief near me, or migraine specialist near me, or, these types of things. You identify them by geotags, being able to identify where they are and what type of keywords they're searching for. And again, pull that real contact info from them, even if they didn't visit your website, and retarget them with ads on Meta, on Facebook and Instagram, and with email outreach automatically. And so these are two incredible, powerful features of the Atlas Engine to be able to contact and connect with more warm leads that turn into new patients. That's that search ID list. And so the whole idea of this with the site traffic and the search traffic, the search ID, the site ID, is to get more warm and hot leads into your system so that you can be catching more fish, right? People with a higher intent, people with more interest will convert at a higher percentage. Now, another part of this, and it's part of the bonuses that we're offering today, is our smart mailer. And this is really cool because it not only, what we've already talked about with Invisible Lead ID, where we're retargeting with Facebook and Instagram and email, but also we're going to retarget through postcards. These are custom designed branded postcards that we send on a daily basis to people in your community who visited your website or search for a high intent keyword. And this is a bonus that's only available till the end of the month. And so this is another really, really cool feature of the Atlas Engine, and another way to connect with more leads through the Invisible Lead ID. Another way we're generating leads is with upper cervical specific Google PPC ads. This is niche targeting, real high intent patients, no fluff. This is a custom keyword strategy focused around upper cervical specific symptoms. And it's copy that actually converts, that we've been testing over and over. These are campaigns built for consult ready traffic. And that's the key with that is hitting people as they're searching and being able to identify or being able to connect with them and convert them. And then our meta ads as well is another way that we generate leads with Facebook and Instagram. These are both, we do the retargeting ads we've already talked about, but we also do lead ads as well to connect with people on the front end who are just on Facebook and they're in your local community, giving them a thumb stopping visual that, stop their scrolling and help them to start moving through a process to convert into a new patient as well. We also have our multi-channel new patient flow with our upper cervical specific directory listings. You have a custom profile on uppercervicalcare.com, uppercervicalawareness.com, all connected into our system, all flowing in there. And every single one of those leads are tracked, and we're able to identify exactly where they're coming from and what's working there. And so this is all part of that lead conversion. We've got all sorts of different ways to generate leads. But the other thing here is we want to convert as many leads as possible into an appointment. And that's where our AICA comes in. This is a never miss a lead ever, always on chiropractic assistant, powered by ChatGPT and fluent and upper cervical. This is a bot that we've built, that we've created, and that we've trained to talk to patients, communicate with them through text, through Messenger, and so forth, and convert leads into new patients all the time, all day long, every single day. This completely eliminates any issues upper cervical practices have with speed to lead, right? If someone submits a form to request a consultation at Friday night at 11 o'clock at night, we can have a conversation with them and book that appointment for you. through our AICA. Don't have to wait till Monday to call them and try to track them down. And so what we found with our AICA is we're able to book 20 to 30% more leads automatically for clients. And that has been huge. So what you get with the AICA is an instant response, no matter the hour, no missed leads. Staff don't have to do this. This is text-based booking that has conversation with leads and books appointments 24/7. It's integrated directly into your calendar. Your new CA, they don't sleep and they don't miss. It's constantly working. Another aspect of this the Atlas engine is the reactivation goal. This is waking up your database. It's time, text, and email campaigns that bring back past patients. And we launched this even before we launch everything else with your Atlas engine system. We also are very committed to training. We want to train your team and really train your system and get your systems ready for maximum conversion. And so we start with our Start Growing with UCM course that you go through as during your onboarding process. But we continue that with monthly client webinars. Every month we have a webinar that's going to continue to encourage you to convert as many leads as possible and really help you to grow your practice. We also do calls with you and your team. We have more calls during the onboarding and the initial launch, and we continue to meet with you on a monthly basis indefinitely. And we also have optional add-on of practice growth sessions. Some of our clients want to spend some extra time and really dial in some specific things when it comes to team or system issues. These are weekly 30-minute coaching sessions that you can add on to your Atlas engine, where we can really help you work on retention or meetings or team expectation setting or whatever issues are. And this is a month-to-month. We can work on specific team or system issues and do it for a few months and stop, whatever. This is another aspect of our training. We also love to track results. We want to know exactly where leads are coming from and how they're converting. And we want to communicate that all to you. And so we have plain English ROI reports, give you Loom video reviews every month as well. Our client success team goes through and reviews your account, sends that to you. We also send you weekly check-ins by text and email, checking on progress, checking on how things are going in the practice. And then, as I said, those monthly strategy sessions on Zoom with our client success team. So the Atlas engine, like I said, checks all the boxes to help you grow. It will increase your lead generation, your lead conversion, your new patient conversion, your PVA, your referral conversion, and your reactivations. So let's look at some real results from real upper cervical clinics. Dr. Pat Lynn, Cedar Park, Texas, when he started with us, he was collecting about $500,000 a year, and now he's over $2 million plus. Just this year, he's had 2 consecutive best quarters ever. He's added a 5th doctor to his practice this year as well, and he's had 9 consecutive best year evers while working with UCM. He's preparing to open a 2nd location with us as well, hopefully here in 2026. And so this is one of these doctors who is running the Atlas engine and seeing incredible results and continues to see results year after year after year. Another example is Dr. Greg Dudson. He tripled his practice in 1 year. And that is just an incredible feat for a doctor who's been in practice for decades to see that kind of a breakthrough. And at this point, he's really bursting at the seams. He's ready to hire his first associate. And it's so exciting. It's an exciting time for Dr. Dudson. And then we have Dr. Gregory Jean-Pierre, doubled his practice in 6 months, is ready to hire his first associate, having fun again. Another great example here of an upper cervical clinic running the Atlas engine. So what don't you get with the Atlas engine? You don't get a cookie cutter general chiropractic funnel. You don't have to babysit teams that don't understand what you do. You're not going to get overpriced retainers, gimmicks, or fluff, or guesswork dashboards. But what you are going to get is this Atlas engine that is for docs who are growth minded, for clinics who want clarity and results, and for teams who are ready to scale smart. Who this is not for is for docs who are complacent, for docs or clinics who aren't coachable, or for teams who aren't passionate about the upper cervical mission. And I want to clarify too our fast action bonuses that you can take advantage of if you get started here in the next few days. They're only available through August 31st. I mentioned the first one already, the Smart Mail Stack. This is direct mail with digital brains, real-time lead sync, verified prospects, getting custom postcards. It's a daily print and send system that leads to more booked appointments. This is valued at over $1,300. We also have our video content engine, which is a bonus. You talk, we turn it into patients. These are monthly done-for-you video prompts. We script, edit, and publish, and includes a whiteboard explainer video for you as well. This helps you to get more and more video content out there, which leads to more new patients. This is valued at over $1,000. And then we have our referral machine. This turns word of mouth into a predictable system. This is if you are having any kind of an event in your practice and you need help with it, creating graphics, creating email newsletters, creating flyers, whatever it is, we do all of that for you in-house, so you can print it out yourself and use it within the practice. You also have birthday texts and flyers as part of this. You have your event promo kits. You have your condition-specific flyers you can use within the practice to generate more referrals. The goal here really is systematic referrals, and this is valued at over $800. And so these three bonuses in and of themselves are a tremendous value. They're only available till the end of the month. And so we do have a limited capacity. We can only onboard about 5 doctors per month. And so for the month of September, we're only taking on 5 new clients. And so if you want to be one of those 5, make sure that you get on in the next couple of days here, get your appointment, get scheduled, and get started with us, because we do a hands-on personalized setup for you. And as I said, the bonuses disappear August 31st. So this is it. Final thought, your choice. Keep grinding or let the engine run for you. As I said, act fast. Slots and bonuses are limited. So book your demo today. Go to ucmgrow.com, schedule your demo. We can look at your specific area, talk to you about the Atlas engine, your goals, and if it's the right fit for you, we'll get you started, and you can be one of the 5 new clients that we will launch in the month of September. Thank you so much for being on this mini masterclass. And as we always say, go team upper cervical.